Hello, everybody, and welcome to Because of You. Anyway, I'm going to tell y'all a story. There was this older lady and this younger girl, and they was their family. They were, they loved each other. This older lady, she loved this young girl with everything in her heart. And then this younger girl, as she grew up, she she lied. For whatever reason, she lied. She got mad, got upset, got very mad at the older lady for not doing something her way, the way she thought she should, or not doing things the way she thought she should have. But anyway, she got mad and she got out and she I do forgive you. But remember, the consequences of that lie is gonna I'm gonna have to pay for eternally, eternally, till that last feather's found. And yeah, the girls started telling the truth, people, but they never did find that last feather, because that last feather just kept blowing in the wind. It just kept blowing in the wind. And then it turned into more and more and kept going and kept going. And and that's what happens with gossip. That's what happens with lies and gossip. It keeps going and going and going, and it don't stop. Do you know Father says that's a very dangerous thing to lie and to gossip? He calls it murder. Whenever you're lying and you're gossiping on somebody, it's murder. That's how Father sees it, murder, because you have done a character assassination. You have murdered somebody. And they might forgive you, but there's always consequences that's going to be paid for the rest of their lives for something they didn't do. And then you got the consequences too, because that's just what happens. But I want to tell you about gossip that really does. It's a bad thing, y'all. This is a really one you gotta watch closely. I had somebody, for instance, they wrote me the other day. I was asked for an unspoken prayer request, and I posted it out there, and they wrote me, well, we need to know what that is so we know what to pray for. No, you don't. Why? Check your motives. Why do you really need to know what that is? See, Father knows. Why does anybody really need to know what it is? See, the thing sometimes is, people, and I'm talking to you prayer warriors, intercessors, you be very careful. You be very careful and not fall into that gossip session, that the one that sneaks up on you, the one that's supposed to be a prayer request, right? And in that prayer request, you take that the prayer request somebody gives you, and you say, well, I want to pray for so and so and so and so and so and so. Then, well, we need to pray because of this, and this, and start telling the whole story. Why are you telling their whole story? It ain't nobody's business. Their story ain't nobody's business. You pray for them and their family. Their story is nobody's business. Father didn't tell us to do that. See, because what happens is you tell that, and the next thing you know, it's out there like, oh, we're going to pray for so-and-so, sister or brother so-and-so, or their kids. Next thing you know, it's like that feather blowing out there in the wind. It's turned into a big gossip session. You're ruining people's lives, possibly innocent people's lives. Father knows all about it. Father knows there's two sides of a coin, and then there's the middle. When you stand it up, see, Father knows all about it. And then people just like, prayer isn't to be used for a gossip session. It's not what it's for. It's for somebody in there you to pray for, and then let it go. They don't need details. Father has the details already. And how can people trust you to pray for them if you can't keep your mouth shut? Keep your mouth shut. It ain't nobody's business. Okay? We're there to pray for people, brothers and sisters. We're not there to ruin their lives in disguise as a prayer. Oh, I'm going to pray for you. And then get out there and tell everybody stories. Like, we don't use God's house or God's intercessory as an excuse to tear somebody's life apart because you have a need to gossip. Recognize it for what it is and don't do it no more, okay? It's because of them, but it's also because of you. See, you gotta love them. You gotta love you. You gotta love those Father puts in your path. Learn to keep your mouth shut, alright? You pray for people. Nobody has to know their business because of you. Love, hugs, y'all.